Today we'll be reacting to Omi's and India Love ruined the Streamer Awards. It was a tech we heard. If you saw the last video, you would know it's not completely her fault. But this was a whole thing so big that I had to separate it, and I think many others along with me agreed that had to be separated in a whole discussion. And I talked about the community and not liking her, but I didn't go in it. Here I'm about to go after the community if he brings some stuff up. Alright.
Yo, Adapt, I'm gonna let you finish, but Rakai and DDG had the best streams all year. They should have won Breakout Streamer
Wearing the wrong glasses, by the way.
of the year this year.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you did. But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm putting all the sounds.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn.
India Love, you are not Kanye West. That was corny. That was corny. And first off, Adapt went crazy this year. He deserves that award, bruh.
If you ever want your event ruined, just invite a pick-me male-centered woman named India Love and give her a microphone. Just yesterday, the most divisive event in streamer history took place, aka the Streamer Awards. The reason why it's noted as the most divisive event in streamer history is because up until this moment, there has been so much conversation surrounding it. Whether it be the fact that some kick streamers weren't involved in any of the categories, whether it be claims of it being a buddy-buddy system where friends of the show are being brought on and glazed on all night, or whether it be about QT Cinderella, the host of the Streamer Awards, doesn't really know anybody. She's just inviting whoever to stay in good graces. This event has so much controversy surrounding it going into it, it would only make sense that it would be a night of controversy. And while there are other things to elaborate on, we've got to get into the pick me queen, India Love, and how she ruined the Streamer Awards. If you haven't yet already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to this channel. It goes a very, very long way. Now back into the video. Discourse around any award show is always about the nominees and who the committee decides to select as far as winners, losers, nominees, etc., etc. It never really seems fair, especially when your favorite artist or celebrity or whatever doesn't get represented, but ultimately it is what it is. Breakout Streamer of the Year is defined as a streamer who experienced explosive growth in the past year, establishing themselves amongst the top streamers as one of the most talked about names in streaming. Now, I think if you ask the casual viewing audience, they would have their opinions on this.
Alright. Here's the good and the bad thing about mainstream. Is it a good thing that streaming is mainstream? Yes. But the bad part is the casuals do this streaming shit are just people that'll scroll on TikTok and Twitter and just see clips and not watch full streams. Do I blame them? No. Because streams are like 4 at minimum, most are at minimum 4 hours to 8 hours long, even longer. And some people don't have the time for that. In fact, not some, most people don't have the time for that. And another reason too is something that never gets talked about. I don't know why it never gets talked about. But if you're broke and you have no money and you can't subscribe, your viewing is 10 times worse, because you will just be sitting there watching there, and then all of a sudden you get 1 out of 9 30-second long ads. And before I subbed to some streamers, that's what turned me off from Twitch. originally I prefer Kick, not the creators. Once I learned the creators are shady, that is like, ooh. Some of my smaller creators that I watch who aren't big streamers were on Kick. And I want Kick because simply no ads. But Twitch, it would be 1 out of 9. Feel me? And that would turn me off. So, people would say, go scroll on Twitter, see the clips, and go on TikTok. Understandable. The issue is, they won't see how other streamers do. Do you feel me? Feel me? So, of course, the nominee for Breakout Streamer of the Year, Rakai, DG, and Adapt, and a few more. To me, it felt like those three. I don't know how people didn't think Adapt was going to win, because not only is his community going to show up, but all of FaZe is going to show up. All of FaZe's fan base, the Jason Doreen, the Silky fans, they're going to vote for Adapt. Feel me? Was surprised. Adapt won. And then there will be people who will sit there and say, who? Like, come on, bruh.
And most
That's
notably,
another thing. The casuals, they'll sit there and think they know who the best streamers are, but they don't. No, it's like the NBA. They know who LeBron, Steph is, but they don't know your Jamal Murray's. And they'll probably say, Jamal who? When literally everyone knows, especially this season, Jamal Murray is cold. He like that. But that's just how casuals are, bruh.
they would probably talk about Rakai and DDG, two people who, for better or for worse, have been in every single conversation. So when they didn't win the award, it came to a surprise for most of the internet.
DDG. Vanilla Mace. Wendolyn Ortiz.
What the hell?
And the Streamer Award goes to Adapt.
By the way, I voted for Adapt. Same.
Nomination and first win.
Now, I'm not here to make a claim about who should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year, what it even
Yeah,
means.
I think all of them deserve. I didn't know who that one girl that did the little thing. I didn't know who she was, but I'm not going to shit on someone. Wendy Ortiz, I know for some things. Things in it, but the beef is squash, and she could come back to Colorado, bruh.
Did this person break out, X, Y, and Z? That doesn't necessarily matter to me. What I am here to discuss is the pick Misha of the entire group, India Love. Granted, it's okay to be upset, but what she did is just so
Fair.
inexcusable. She pulled a Kanye West / Little Mama, or a Little Mama / Kanye West, and decided to run up on stage, take the mic, and give this drunken monologue about who she thinks should have won.
Hello. Real quick, y'all. I know Breakout Streamer of the Year went to Adapt. And congratulations, and we respect you for what you
Richie
did.
Connie.
But Rakai should have won Breakout Streamer of the Year and DDG. I don't care what y'all say. Shout out Rakai, shout out. Boom, 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 boom.
Now, Miss India, you know that was wildly inappropriate. Like I said, I'm all for people having their own sorts of opinions.
Yeah.
But does that mean that I interrupt this show in order to do what she did? Absolutely not. Because we'd be there all night with everybody disagreeing, with this person winning, that person losing, etc., etc. At what point do we draw some sort of conclusion? Now, do I agree that Adapt should have won the award? My personal opinion, potentially not. I could not be as tapped in as I should be, but DDG and Rakai had a super big year. But I also thought Blackboy Max took things to an entire different level, but never. And
wasn't Blackboy Max in Streamer of the Year conversations last year? So, not really breakout.
I mean ever, and I do mean ever, when I walk on stage to interrupt them from their award show that they're giving on. That's just the dumbest thing in the world. And rightfully so, she faced consequences for being a pick-me-shit, and she got kicked out of the event promptly. And not to be on some Karen or any sort of police timing, but yeah, no, you should have been kicked out. I'm glad they took swift measures because they put a lot of effort and energy into this. But that's just the start of the conversation. What happens after that was so baffling to me, but it also lines up with who India Love is. As she's backstage or at some sort of after party having these conversations with these different streamers, it almost seems as though she doesn't realize what she's done and is just living in this moment of whether it be ignorance or still happy about the life that she's living, etc., etc.
Now, as soon as you did that, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, the Rakai DDD shit, I'm like, oh shit. We went up to the stage. I'm like,
oh, you forgot
you
already.
a shot for real for that?
As soon as I sat down, I said, excuse me, you gotta go. Like that with my mom. I said, wait.
Yes, like you don't even take care of your little sister.
No, but honestly, like when I see Rakai, I didn't like how he was sitting.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga ran 2025. No cap, not like that, but like, he should have been like more like, man, fuck this shit. But I didn't like how he was feeling, so I'm like, nah, everybody gotta go. That nigga should have won. He should have won. What was you talking about? Like, no.
Mind you, she's 35. India, you're a grown woman. A child losing an award and them being emotional about it, or at least the appearance of being emotional about it, isn't the biggest of deals in the world. Have an opinion, that's fine. Don't try to lump Rakai into this situation. What you did was just straight up wrong. And I know what you did it for, the validation of the bros. That's why you're so excited to tell Deshae and other streamers about what you did. And ultimately, the reason why, the justification. So it makes sense why she would be smirking when she gets phone calls from different streamers talking about what she did was fire, what she did was X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, blah.
Hold on, Des is calling me, chat. My hi.
That was so blood. That was blood.
Hey, you know me, I'm super.
That was some Kanye little mama. You walked over there with the fuck,
This
buddy.
guy stinks!
Where you
You
at?
know, what needed to happen. I was gonna make it happen regardless. I was gonna make it happen regardless. You know what's crazy though, Des? On my life, when I went over there to go talk to Rakai, I didn't like his demeanor. Like, Rakai head was down. Rakai didn't have his light. I'm like, nah, niggas need to feel this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, he just didn't have, like, Rakai's head was down. His whole, like, I didn't like that shit.
So why not encourage him? Why not uplift him in that moment? Why sit there
right?
and try to appeal to these young male gazes?
And,
All she is
and
getting-
Rakai deserves to be in that convo, bro. He did have a great, crazy year. Adversity aside, controversy
some sort of
aside.
backlash from this situation. It is coming from a lot of the FaZe members, especially the loudest and the proudest of them. But ultimately, they on the right side of history because what FaZe Kason says in this situation is exactly how India Love would feel if anybody did this to her. FaZe Kason says, no class, just beyond unnecessary and weird. A commenter says, I mean, Rakai deserved it, completely raw. Kason responds with, whether whoever deserved it or not, you can't justify that. Beyond unnecessary and disrespectful. And put some respect on Adapt's name. He had an insane year and definitely deserved all the love he got.
Literally, I think all FaZe went top 10 in most sub, and I think Adapt was even top 5 as well. So
There was a biggest pick me of the year award and India Love won it, and somebody ran up on stage and said that, oh no, Nina Lynn was the biggest pick me of the year. India Love would be pissed off about it. You can feel the way you feel. Communicate that to your audience, your community. Have that on your stream, but the way you went about it was very, very childish.
I feel bad for Rakai.
That's what I said.
Because we're like, Then she had, then India had security drag her out for that.
We were sitting right next to her.
And Ray screamed face up when she was getting kicked out.
Now Rakai is brought into some situation and drama that he didn't need to have to be in, which is crazy because you're using him as an excuse for you to be ignorant, for you to be immature, for you to be some sort of pick-me. Not too long ago, India Love talked about changing her whole image, you know, as she's aging, not carrying into her next phase in life these childish ways, etc., etc.
I don't know about changing my style at 30, but I'll definitely be elevating my style at 30, and I will be toning it down as far as the raunchiness and my behavior and how I dress. I'm gonna be turning it down. It's not gonna be an overnight thing, but I'm working towards being more modest, and I'm working towards like being more that category. But in due time. I'm not in a rush. I just know what I'm working towards, and I have to put in the work for that, for sure.
You say you're not rushing changing, but I'm telling you right now, you need to rush to change. And that same night where she bum rushed the stage to give this sort of announcement, she blamed her alcohol and weed addictions as to the reasons.
Although, it definitely was some alcohol. Shower crying, boom, 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 boom. That's
why
what
she does the things she does, and she's slowly starting to phase those things out, because at this big age she needs until January 3rd to learn and establish some sort of boundaries, aka some sort of basic civilities in life.
I want you guys to just be a part of my journey, because it's a journey, and I'm okay with showcasing my ups and downs, and it's okay, but that's what I want to do. January 3rd, no weed, no alcohol.
Talk about accountability.
So.
Why are we starting at January 3rd? You can't do it right now? Or the next morning? Like, you want to know how someone is not going to be successful in their, oh, I won't do this. They plan a date ahead of time. They'll say, my New Year's resolution, this. And what happens? After 3 days not doing it, they're right back to doing it.
30 years old.
Until January 3rd, I will learn my boundaries of like, how many drinks does it take to get with me type shit, you know?
Oh, India, you are just the most foolish person in the world. I'm making claims that India Love is a pick-me because I believe that she does all these things for the male gaze, the male attention, and for...
I think she is a pick-me. I wouldn't say it's all for the male gaze, but she definitely does a lot of stuff to get the male attention. I will say that.
For male validation. I mean, she literally said multiple times that night that she felt like she had to do this because the culture or the people in the audience felt a certain way. And you know what, India? Let's see. Let's put that one to the test. You went up there and you said you did it for DDG specifically. But when I went back and looked at how he was responding to you post that event and on stream about the situation, it doesn't seem like he was on your side.
It's 80-20. Yeah, you met him before, but he was asking about you. Yeah, man. Yeah. You cool? Yeah. How you doing, brother? You need to pick me real quick, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, fuck that. Come on, bro. Come on. Real talk. All right.
Just straight up ignored her.
I seen what India did. I checked on her, made sure she was straight. I know a lot of y'all felt frustrated. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Adapt. Adapt went crazy. Everybody went crazy in their own way. You know, that's the point of a community. It's the point of a community is, nigga, we in this shit together.
Even the person that you went to bat for didn't have as much energy and fervor as you did. Why? Because DDG is almost 30 and he's grown to at least the point where he realizes that, hey, that's not appropriate to do. Oftentimes in this streamer conversation, I give a lot of grace, especially to these newer people who are adjusting to this environment. I do think there's a lot of pressure to perform 24/7 and to make a name for yourself. But I don't think that people realize that before India Love got a microphone in front of her face, people did not know what she sounded like. And she did not say stupid things because she wasn't allowed to speak.
When India Love and her sisters popped up on the scene as our first blazing baddies of IG, we knew nothing of them except for what they looked like. There was a point in time where we did not hear our influencers. We never heard them.
Hey, brother.
We only saw them. They were to be seen and not heard.
I miss it.
To watch her on this stream speak honestly was so jarring for me. because she was always almost a figment of my imagination, just a picture. She was always just a picture to me. Seeing her in 3D walking around with a BBL now added, it's just, it was
Another
so...
thing too, stop being parasocial. I'll get to that a lot more when we get into this. But it's being a dead horse because we've been saying this nonstop. Stop being parasocial. Stop parasocials. And yet the audience doesn't care. No, fuck you. How dare you say I shouldn't be parasocial? Parasocial. I'm going to be parasocial. Fuck you.
Interesting. I'm like, wow, you're real.
And it seems like every opportunity that she's been given a mic, she has literally just embarrassed
and
herself.
Don't get me wrong, that didn't give off parasocial vibe. It's like, yourself, why aren't you in the trash? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you want to play around, huh? You're in an energetic mood. Achoo.
In an attempt to validate herself in front of men who ultimately will not pick her. The stuff she says might sound good in a vacuum, but when you put the caveat on it that she's like 30 for real. She's like 29 in 11 months. She'll be 30 really, really soon. But if you just heard her speak, didn't know her voice, closed your eyes, you would think that this is some sort of 17-year-old. India has some really bad and embarrassing tape.
You know what my motto is? There's a bitch that turns 18 every day, okay? So you need to be on your shit. And I'm not finna be the bitch that used to be the cool bitch. No, I'm gonna always be the cool bitch forever and ever and ever. And y'all gonna know me as being the original cool LA bitch. That's just what it is. I'm never gonna be like washed. I'm never gonna be like in the past. I'm always gonna be like the one. Like I'm the blueprint. Like I know y'all know that.
And let's also not forget about how mean she was at DDG's Are You My Ball love show earlier this year, basically ruining the show by a lot of people's accords by being mean to some of the nicest individuals who are literally just there to play the game.
Are you so shocked? Oh, tell us all about it.
I don't know. I think we go together, but
Huh?
I think we go together.
Yeah, wait, who's that?
I think we go together.
Who?
Me and Moo.
Oh, it's over with now. Can I have the ring? I don't think y'all go together. It's not really a chance anymore. But thank you. God bless you, and you look beautiful. All right. We appreciate your time.
So weird. I honestly don't think that this is the lane for India Love. Specifically because I know the trajectory of being a pick-me around all these guys, well, hell, any guys, and what happens to you in your career. When she said she was the blueprint, she was absolutely correct. For a specific generation, she is the blueprint as to how to be a pick-me in this industry, how to go through a bunch of guys in this industry,
hey,
but ultimately be 29,
her,
facing 30, and not saying that age is this super big deal, but specifically speaking, because she has stated
Here's the thing about my opinion on age. Once you get older, you need to turn things down and be mature. I feel like that goes for everyone. You feel me? But the internet will have some things where I could get excited about something, and then some people are like, "Bro, getting excited for nothing, bro. You almost 30." Like, God damn. God forbid, a dude can't be happy. But something like if Rakai, what he said to QT Cinderella in response when he went live, which that's going to be a whole another video because that was today. But when that video comes out, which will probably be next stream, when that video comes out, you will be reacting to that. But, damn, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, if, let's just say, India Love did something like that. You're dirty. Shut up. Ow. That was right in my ear. I apologize, y'all. But if she was 30, I would have said, chill out. You 30, have a family. You feel me? But
goals about being married, I think it is really relevant.
Like, I really desire like my own family and to be a wife and to have a home and to be like the best mom and the best family member to my entire family. And once you desire something, it's on you to make that shift in your behavior and in your circumstances and in your self-discipline. So that's what I've really been working on these last couple months.
India, you can have those desires all that you want, but you're not walking in the steps in order to get that done. We can look at all of the historic pick-me's and where it's got.
Anyways,
is that your card is going to expire. You talk about how you're essentially competing with these 17-year-olds. Well, I'm gonna let you know, India, the men that you're trying to impress are also 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. So guess what's gonna happen eventually? You're not going to be the it girl. It just is what it is. And people are gonna stop returning your phone calls and entertaining you because you just seem like the annoying older woman in the room.
Wait, India Love with the 10 gifted? I ain't gonna lie, India Love, me and her haven't been locked in since Streamer U. Appreciate you, India. W India. W India.
Not saying that it's completely cooked for you. Hell, Drea Michelle had a baby by a 23-year-old while she was 43. So there's always a chance. But I'm telling you right now, this pick me epidemic has got to stop. And the leader of the community is ruining event after event every time somebody gives them a mic. India Love, please, for the love of God, we do not want to.
India, chill out, bruh. Just chill out, bruh. Umizi's a little harsher to pick me. I say little, although you haven't done yourself no favors. Chill out. Sit back, relax, and just do some content, you feel me? Did I ever update that thing? Anyways, I hope y'all enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on the India Love situation. Without further ado, I'll see y'all later. Peace.